Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in this video I am bringing you 3 different eyeshadow looks done with the NikkieTutorials X Beauty Bay Pressed Pigment palette. And this is actually the first look I'll be doing. So if you are new here, hi, I'm Joanna and I have new videos every Monday, Thursday and Saturday. So if you like makeup tutorials and product reviews, things like that, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And without any further ado, let me show you this look and the other two. Okay, so for these looks, I will be using for all 3 of them the Kiko Neutral Eye Base, just so that you know I've already primed. And for this first look, I am thinking about something kind of slightly pink and green. So I think I'm going to use the shade Zomer, and I also want to try a look with the shade Ew. I still haven't used this one in a look, and I also want to try some things different. So I'll try to do one color on the inner half and one color on the outer half, which is something Nikki usually does, but I think I've never done it, so I definitely want to try that. So as I mentioned, I'm taking the shade Zomer, and I'm taking that one on the inner half. Just want to sort of pack this shade all over the inner corner and also up to the brow. As I mentioned, trying something different. I think this shade is really cute and it kind of matches my hoodie a little bit. This one is just slightly more on the orange tone. And now I am going to take the shade Ew. This definitely looks a lot more green in person, and I'm going to take it on the outer half. Wow, that is super pigmented. But I think it looks really fun on this transition part. I'm just taking a little bit more of the shade Summer to kind of blend them together. And now all over my lid, I definitely want to take the shade All In that has kind of a pinky green shift, and I think it will go very nicely with both colors. And I'm just using my finger for this. I'm really not minding about the fallout from the shimmer because I'll just clean it up. And I'm just taking a small brush to take a little bit more of this right up to the inner corner to get a little bit more precision here. This look, I feel like it needs a winged liner, so I'm going to be doing that and the rest of my face, and then I'll come back to do the lower lash line. So for the lower lash line, I was thinking, and I just want to use the same colors I used on top, so I'll be doing the same thing I did here under it, apart from the shimmer. I'm just kind of connecting this part all around. And on my inner corner, I am taking the shade Ivy. This looks really cute on top of that kind of orangey pink. And I have put the Kiko Everlasting Kajal on my waterline. I think the black kind of helps to balance a little bit the colorful of the eyeshadows. So I completely didn't notice that my parting is way out of line. It's because I kind of let my hair dry out today, like no heat. But yeah, this is the finished first look, and on my lips I am wearing the Beauty Bay lip gloss in the shade Slippers. I think this is something super fun and colorful, and I actually really like these two shades together. I think the green with that sort of coral looks really cute. And I also still haven't used this shimmer before. I think it goes very well with this and this color. So for this first look, something very colorful and kind of different. And now onto the second look. And so for this second look, I think I want to try something kind of fiery. So I'm going to start with the shade Vla, and I'm going to do kind of a transition with it. I'm just going to use this one very up close to my brow. And I'm going to bring it out. Now, to start building the crease color, I'm going to take the orange that is called Redemption. So I'm going to start packing it on my crease and a little bit above it. And I will do sort of the same shape I did with the yellow, but just a little bit lower. And now to intensify the crease even more, I am going to take the shade Mikai. And again, just doing the same shape, but with this color. And I'm also taking the previous brush to help me blend the upper part. Actually, I could leave it like this. I absolutely love how these three shades look together and on their own, but I definitely want to add a shimmer on top. So on top of this, I'm going to take the shimmer Aura, and again, just like on the first look, I am going to use my finger and just a tiny brush to take it in the smaller area, and just a tiny bit more of Mikai in this outer corner. And again, for this look, I think I will be doing a wing liner, because with this sort of fiery colors, it'll go well. And I'll be right back to do the lower lash line. Okay, so face is done, and I've actually already almost finished this eye. So on my lower lash line, I am taking the shade Mikai, very close to my lashes, but leaving the inner corner empty, and also kind of connecting to this top part. And on this inner corner, I will take the shade Redemption. So I'm taking this, and I'm also using it to blend under Mikai. And on the inner corner, I am using a little bit of Vla. And on top of it, I'm actually not using this palette. I'm using the highlighter I used on my face that is from the Self Revolution highlighter palette, and I used the gold one. So just to highlight the inner corner, and I've also applied it on my brow bone. And just to finish this off, I'm using the Kiko Everlasting Kajal on my waterline. And for mascara, I'm using the Maybelline Colossal. Okay, and this is the second look finished, and I definitely had to pair this sort of very fiery eye look with a fiery lipstick. This is the Maybelline X Marvel Superstay Matte Ink in the shade Pioneer. That is the one for Spider-Man. Overall, I think this shimmer on top of the orange and the red, it looks really good. And compared to the first look, it's something very different, also in sort of a more winged out shape. And hopefully for the third look, I'll also have something very different from this one, so let's check it out. Okay, so for the first look, I did something a little bit more pastel, and the second one was very bright and fiery. For this look, I wanted to do or try to do something a little bit more dark. So I'm going to start with the shade Slasher, and I'm going to pack it all over the lid. And I also want to keep it in a more rounded shape. So I definitely wish this palette had a black, but I already have some pretty good blacks on my eyeshadow collection. So basically do like this, and now to blend this shade, I'm going to take the shade Blend and Snap, and I'm just going to blend over this one and bring the shadow up. So this will not end up being too dark because I'm obviously not using black. This is, I would say, kind of as dark as this palette can go on its own. And I'm going back with the shade Slasher, where the two shades meet, just to intensify it a little bit more. And just going back with the brush I used for the pink, with nothing more on it, just to blend the edge. And you know what? Actually, for this look, I think I'll keep it matte, just to be different. I'll, of course, use a shimmer on the inner corner, but I just want to leave it like this, or maybe not even the shimmer. I'm thinking about something different. Okay, so this is super simple, and for mascara I definitely want a big nice volume with this. So I'm using the Marvel X Maybelline Colossal Mascara, and I'll just be doing the rest of my face to come back and do the lower lash line just like on the other looks. Okay, so now for the lower lash line, I also want to use a different color that I still haven't used on this video, so I'm going to take the shade Amsterdam that I think will go very well with this. So I'm going to take it very close to my lash line. And just blend it a little bit with a brush with nothing more on it. Just taking a tiny bit more. Okay, and now to highlight my inner corner, I will take the shade Plot Twist. So this is kind of a full matte eyeshadow look. And the matte inner corner is definitely something very different, at least for me. It's there without being too much in your face, but I think it definitely stands out and it is different, as I mentioned. So on my waterline, I've also used the Kiko Everlasting Kajal. Okay, so that is the finished third look, and on my lips I'm wearing the Kiko Instant Color Matte in the shade 09. I think this is overall a very wintry look. And if you liked this 3 looks 1 palette video, don't forget to leave me a thumbs up and let me know in the comments down below which look was your favorite. I'm thinking this might be my favorite look, but I also really loved the second, and the first one was also very different. So let me know in the comments down below which one you liked the most. And if you would also like to see other videos of me using this palette, then I will leave on the side my playlist that I have exclusively for this palette. And if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for new videos like this one every Monday, Thursday and Saturday. And that is everything for this one. Thank you so much for watching.